to China during Golden Week? No. No, you definitely should not. If you are looking at doing a kind of traditional, hey, let's go 10 days, 2 weeks in China, we'll go to the Great Wall, we'll go see the Terracotta Warriors, go to Chongqing, you probably shouldn't go during Golden Week. If you don't know what Golden Week is, there's kind of two of them every year. It's your Spring Festival holiday, which is, January or February, depending on when it is on the lunar calendar every year, and the National Day holiday, which is October 1st to October 7th. Why are these times such a bad time to travel? Because they will be insanely busy. China is not a country which gives its workers a heck of a lot of annual leave. Some jobs, yes. Many jobs, no. So when these people who don't get a lot of annual leave finally get some time off, they get 7 days in one hit. Spring Festival, time to go home. If you're working outside of where you usually kind of come from. Or National Day, 7 days in a row. Let's go travel, see the country. Let's go to the Great Wall. Everyone is on holiday at the same time. Think Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever holiday it is where you come from, but with 1 billion people and people who don't get that much annual leave. It is pandemonium. People everywhere. Any attraction which you think, hey, that's a really famous spot, I would like to see that, is going to be unbelievably crowded. And I mean, you may have been to crowded spots before, but I would hazard a guess that Chinese Golden Week crowds are probably bigger than any crowds you've been in before. Plus, getting around the country during these periods is difficult. Like, I took some screen recordings from a different Chinese holiday, not even a Golden Week holiday, just one of the 3-day holidays on my trip there last year, and you can see the difference between a regular day, which you can basically just jump on any train last minute. This is only a little short trip as well, compared to holiday days when just everything is sold out. It is even worse during Golden Week. So if you think, I'll just take the train from Beijing down to Guangzhou and experience the south of China, there's going to be no tickets. Tickets will sell out basically as soon as they are released. Chinese train tickets don't get released until a couple of weeks before the actual departure date. They get snapped up in minutes. No tickets. And then the same with the destinations you'll want to go to. Many these days involve first kind of making an appointment or a booking time online prior to your attendance date. They will book out well in advance. So major attractions will be horrendously busy. You will likely not get tickets to them, and you will not be able to move around the country as freely as you would be during a regular time. Honestly, during regular times, you can show up to the train station if it's a fairly regular line or a busy station and just jump on a train somewhere. You can just get there 30 minutes beforehand, book the ticket on the app and jump on. It is easy peasy. But during Golden Week, everything sells out. It goes from 1 billion people at work to 1 billion people on holiday at the drop of a hat. It is pandemonium. And a lot of places, like especially small businesses, will be shut. Like if it's just a little mom and pop run, like, I don't know, noodle shop, they're going to go home, especially if it's, Chinese New Year. They're going to want to go home and be with their family, so they're not going to be open. So a lot of places will be shut. Hotel prices will be higher. It is just genuinely not a fun time to travel. I mean, if you have like non-refundable tickets and you wanted to make the most of it, you could potentially just like make a base in one spot. Like, I don't want to travel around the country. I'm just going to stay in this one city and have a look around. As long as you avoid many of the bigger tourist attractions, you could have something of a good time. But as I said, it's not going to be a traditional, let's go visit 3 or 4 different cities and see the major attractions. That kind of holiday is just not fun. I tried to get into Wuhan's Yellow Crane Tower. Like, Wuhan's not even really a top tourist city in China. And again, not even on a Golden Week day, on one of the 3-day holiday days. And it was pandemonium. You couldn't even get near the place. And when I did, all I could hear was a loudspeaker saying, "There's no tickets, go away." On a regular day, you can just rock up to the door and just buy a ticket, go straight in. So it is a much different experience. If you must go to lesser known spots, try to stay in one spot and just have a look around the city or whatever, but it is not fun traveling during Chinese Golden Week. If you had tickets which are refundable or partially refundable, honestly, it is worth getting the refund and going a different time, because it's just a totally different China. If you want to see one of the greatest migrations of humans you will ever see, then sure, like, jump in the deep end. But as I said, it's not what I would call fun. And I lived in China for 7 years. I got quite accustomed to crowds, but Golden Week, it's just on another level. It's just nuts. I visited the Great Wall there. We got there at 6:30 in the morning, and our tour bus driver said, you got to be back here in an hour, otherwise you won't get back down. And we almost missed it because there was nobody when we were going up at 6:30, but when we were coming down, you could barely move through the crowds of people. It was horrendous. That was in 2010. So yeah, Golden Week, don't do it. Go any other time. Check your dates. Don't go first week of October, and don't go Chinese New Year period during kind of January, February, whenever it is on every year. Labor Day, Mid-Autumn Day, Dragon Boat Festival. Also be a little bit cautious, but those holidays are a lot shorter, so not quite as game-changing. But yes, Golden Week. It's an experience, but not one that I would recommend if you're looking to have a trip around China. You guys let me know your thoughts. Have you traveled around China? Have you been during Golden Week? What did you think? I've done it and would not do it again. You guys take care, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later. Well, that's what I get for trying to come on one of the national holidays. They're sold out. No tickets.